Hello, welcome to today's video. We are on page 38 of the ukulele book. This is lesson 10, sharps and flats. So when we talk about sharps and flats, the sharp raises the note by 1/2 step, and the flat lowers the note by 1/2 step. What are half steps? In a regular C major scale, let's go ahead and play a C major scale to begin. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So these notes are known as the natural notes. They belong to C major, a scale. Natural, and which means they are diatonic, and they all belong to one scale or key. When we include accidentals, those are notes that do not belong to a natural scale or key. A sharp sign raises the note, a natural note, by 1/2 step. For example, when we have C, let's go ahead and play string C, open. That is C. When we play a half step higher, we're going to raise the note by pressing down with finger number 1 on fret 1 of string C. This makes it a C sharp. So C natural, open string, fret number 1, C sharp. When we play half steps up, or sharp signs, we're going to be raising the note by moving 1 fret towards the body. This is known as raising the note by a half step. Each fret equals 1/2 step. Flat signs lowers a natural note by 1/2 step or by 1 fret. So instead of going towards the body, the frets move 1 at a time towards the neck to the left. An example in Raised by Gypsies is B flat. So let's go ahead and play on string A, B. So this is known as B natural. B flat would be to play a half step to the left or 1 fret to the left, releasing 2 with finger number 1, playing on string A there. This is B flat. So B, B flat. When we say accidental notes, we will say the name of the note and then the accidental name. So for example, there, A sharp, we'll say A sharp by the way, happens to be enharmonic or the same as B flat or G flat. For example, G flat, here's G, there's G flat right there, and then A natural, like that. So we say the note name, then the accidental name. It says here, accidentals last for the rest of the measure. When we have an accidental, for example, in Raised by Gypsies, notice there is a C sharp introduced in that first measure. If there were other Cs after that C sharp was introduced, we would play it as a C sharp also. And you will see how that works in the second to the last measure. Okay, so here is a tune Raised by Gypsies that will give us a chance to practice reading accidentals. It says here you may need a little help finding the new notes, so that's why we have the tablature written underneath. So I'm going to go ahead and perform this piece once, and then we're going to talk about the note names individually. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Very good. So notice that we had quite a few accidentals, introducing new fingerings on the fretboard with the left hand, and you also saw that I used finger number 4 for this performance. So yes, we are going to be using quite a bit. And right now I'm using my pick, but let's go ahead and put that down and try with fingerstyle. Okay, so for this one here, we're going to be using thumb on string C, I and M on string E, and then we're going to actually be using P-I-M-A, finger A, guess this, on string A. Okay, so let's go ahead now and play and say the note names, and I'm going to focus on the fingerings of the fretboard. Let me get a little closer so that you can see my fretboard here. Okay, so let's go ahead and play and say. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. D, C sharp. So on C sharp, notice that I had 1 and 2 down together. So all I did was release 2, exposing C sharp already there. D, C sharp, D, E, F, G, A. That's with A finger. And then here we go. We have G sharp being introduced. This is going to be finger number 4 on fret number 4 of string E, way up here. See where it is? So go ahead and hold the finger there. Let's press it down, and then let's pluck to play a G sharp. Okay? Now, what you would like to do is prepare finger number 1 for the new note also, which is B flat up here. So just get it ready, but not yet, because we still have to play A. So here we go. G sharp, A, B flat, A, G, F, E, 2. Here's a new note also, string C, finger 3 on fret 3. E flat, you can actually bring all 3 down if you want to, because this is going to prepare for the next measure. So here we go. E flat, D, C sharp, D, E, F, G, E, F. Once again with G sharp here on finger 4, fret 4, G sharp, and then with finger A on the right hand, we're going to play these eighth notes. A, B flat, A, and notice what it says here in the music, still flat. The B flat was introduced on beat number 1. The next B flat is still going to be flat because of it. B flat, A, you can bring down 2 here. E, F, D, 2, 3. So the first thing to do is to get to know the notes. Don't necessarily have to get to know the rhythms, but we want to know what the fingerings are for these new accidental notes. Let's review them again one more time, trying to maybe introduce a little bit of rhythm here. Ready? 1, 2, 1 and 2, ready? Here we go, and go. D, C sharp, D, E, F, G, A, 4. G sharp, A, and then B flat, A, G, F, E, 2. Get 3 ready on E on string C. All 3 know. E flat, D, C sharp, D, E, F, G, E, F. Finger 4, G sharp, A, B flat, A, B flat. And then we have A, bringing 1 and 2 down together to get F and D ready. F, D, 2, 3. Now, this is going to require lots of repetition, lots of focusing on the individual notes with the new frets. Stop, freeze, get to know the fret or the new note by simply bringing it down and up like this, or tightening, relaxing like we've done before with the chords, and then go from one to the next. For example, when we have D, C sharp, just kind of play that over and over again, and then when we have the A, just kind of go back and forth until you become comfortable transitioning from one note to the next. After that becomes comfortable, we're going to have to start practicing with metronome. Okay? So let's go ahead and practice that one more time. This time we'll do it in a little faster of a tempo. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here comes 3. 2, 3, and release. Or mute. All right, there you have it. So let's practice that very carefully, and let's build up our tempo. We will see you at next lesson.